Noel Kelly was advising RTE on how you deal with agents during COVID.
Yeah, during COVID.
And he was getting 75,000 of a fee for that. So what advice did he give?
I don't know exactly what advice he gave.
So you didn't ask, you're the Chief Finance Officer. There's 75,000 euro, or two payments of 75,000. Deloitte flagged it up with you that there was concerns about it. You spoke to the Director General. She said, oh, it's in relation to Noel Kelly giving advice about agents during COVID, and we'll hear about the detail of what exactly that entailed. And you thought, okay, that's worth 150,000.
I didn't think that was worth 150,000 at the time.
What did you learn from that 150's worth that you thought?
I can't remember exactly what.
It wasn't value for money then if you can't remember it.
I can't remember exactly.
Come on, 150,000 you gave the nod for, and you can't remember.
I didn't give the nod. No, sorry. Let me clarify that. I never gave the nod for this.
But you didn't ask questions as finance officer. You didn't ask questions about value for money, oversight. What's this 100? If it wasn't about agents, what was it about?
It was to do with how RTE was structured during COVID.
Right. Just give one sentence about what that entails. That the executive board didn't have the knowledge of or didn't have the expertise about. It was advice that the Director General had received on how RTE structured itself and presented itself during COVID. Now, I can't say any more than that because I'd have to consult my notes and see exactly what explanation was given. But I relayed back exactly what I was told to Deloitte's. And at that stage, I wasn't involved in improving the transaction at that stage. The transaction had happened. I was relaying back an explanation. But the auditors had flagged up a concern about the payments. Flagged up a concern. You raised it with the Director General. You didn't question her pretty much. You took it on board. Well, I took her explanation. She said, yeah, you didn't. As Chief Financial Officer, you thought, that's grand. I'll get back. I'll tell Deloitte. That's what the story was. And then it went from there. So that's what you're saying? That's what it was, yes. Yeah. Would you say you're not effectively doing your job? Well, I think at that stage she gave what appeared to be a plausible explanation. You can't remember. Look, I can't remember the exact details of it. Yeah, it's just so ridiculous. I'm going to move on. So I'm just wondering, I'd imagine you're extremely diligent. Did you check between now and then? You couldn't remember the exact detail?
I cannot remember whether it was Noel Kelly who suggested it or whether it was the Director General. And rather than make an incorrect statement, I have consistently said that I don't remember because it is the truth. What did Noel Kelly, when the conversation you had with him, he was looking to have those invoices raised, what did he tell you the invoices were for? Now, come on, be truthful. What did he tell you the invoices were for? But just to be clear, Deputy, I spoke to him about raising the invoices to send to the barter company. Right. And so you were having a conversation with Noel Kelly about raising invoices, but you didn't know what the invoices were for? I knew the invoices. Seriously? Deputy, I knew the invoices were related to the 75 grand payment per year, which I had been across in year one, and which I was not across in year 2 and 3, but was asked to use the barter account to pay for it. So I knew what they were for. You knew they were for top-up payments for Ryan Tubridy? Yes, I did. But you still went ahead with them? You didn't question anything? You knew that they were being put through you were raising the invoices, putting them through accounts under the heading of consultancy fees, knowing full well that they were top-up payments for Ryan Tubridy? I had no idea whether there was a separate agreement. I knew in year one that Ryan Tubridy there was a legitimate deal with Renault where 3 events happened, and they did happen in 2022. I knew there was nothing done through a commercial partner for these invoices, but I did not know what other things Ryan Tubridy might be doing for RT for that payment. That was not discussed with me. Could I just have one very short question? It's just to the Paula Maluli, just the legal services. Would you have a view on any legal concerns raised by kind of creating false invoices, if you like? Yes. Could there be, is it something that could be kind of presented as a criminal offence?
No, and we took specific advice on that.
Or could there be company law or tax law breaches?
And I'm not familiar with the specifics of that, but I would agree it's highly inappropriate.
You were aware that the 75,000 was for NK, Noel Kelly? okay, that was going for consultancy. Yeah? But, and you said that it was in relation to services for consultancy. In a vague way, you said about how RTE dealt with agents.
No, and how RTE structured itself during COVID.
You said about relating to agents.
Yeah, no.
Mr. Kelly is an agent.
Yeah, no, sorry. If I said agent, I'd just correct that.
So just so we're clear before we move on here.
Yeah.
Have we a situation in RTE where Noel Kelly was getting 75,000 payments, supposedly under the heading of consultancy, as an agent, to help RTE to understand how they should deal with agents? Because that's the picture that's being presented.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't explained that this was to help Noel
But
Kelly
you know how
deal
to
with.
check.
Sorry?
You know how to check. You allowed the credit.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't allow the credit. I didn't approve it, and I didn't write any cheque. The explanation given to me was that this was a payment. I didn't know who CMS management were before this was queried by Deloitte. And I was told, the explanation I was given by the Director General was that this was consultancy services that Noel Kelly had provided.
But at that point, when you heard the name Noel Kelly, did you not, when you heard Noel Kelly and consultancy services at RTE, did alarm bells not ring in your head as the Chief Financial Officer? Because I fail to understand why. Yes or no? Did you not question that one?
Well, I was.
Bit?
I was concerned, but I knew the Director General had a close relationship with Noel Kelly.
So it's okay because of that?
Well, it wasn't okay. The transaction had occurred at this stage. I was providing an explanation as part of the audit to Deloitte.
Your explanation here is ridiculous. I'm telling you that.